Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Cutlass Board Games channel. And as it is a board games channel, I want to talk to you about Scrabble. Well, not that Scrabble, this Scrabble. Diablo 2 Scrabble is a mod for Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, and not the remastered, the original classic one, created by Valve. This mod stopped being updated after December 2009, but I stopped playing updates way before that. I played exclusively version 5F, because this is what version 6 looked like. Well, what made Scrabble mod special? As you play through the game and defeat monsters, they have a chance to drop letters, like Scrabble. And letters that you drop can go into the Heraldric Cube and can unlock powerful crafting recipes to improve your gear, like this recipe to put 4 holes into an item. But what did I accomplish in Scrabble mod with the thousands of hours that I had played? Well, I managed to get a character for most classes to the max level of 205, which takes a long time, and also managed to complete a lot of the side quest areas like Philos, Castle Westmark, a lot of the other crazy stuff that does exist there. But what I really accomplished was getting a rune word in the game named after me. This is Madness Assault, which was my handle when I first started making electronic music. But let me just show you what some of the crazy things that you can do with the crafting system, what some of the crazy things that you can make your character accomplish in Diablo 2 Scrabble. Alright, now let me walk you through my Sorceress's build, because as you can see in my inventory already, it gets a little insane. But let's start off with my follower, who is an Amazon Archer, which has an Elite Hydra Bow that just has a bunch of random stuff socketed in it for extra damage. But also you can see at the top here, let me move out of the way, +5 underground castle quest done. This is why the max damage is so high. It just is a thing that once you complete it and you put XYZ into the cube alongside any particular weapon, it adds max damage to it. I have the same here, which is why the max damage for the Swirling Crystal is so high, but it's like literally not necessary. I'm never actually hitting somebody with it. We're then going to come to Pale Shock Elite Armored. It gives a redemption aura, which means it eats corpses and heals the person when the aura is on. Random poison damage, random extra max damage, 15 poison damage, which is really nice. And then 180% extra chance of getting magic items, because the 4 jewels equipped onto it are all big magic find item jewels. Same with this, the Flame Guard Halberg, except it has a Holy Fire aura and 360% chance of getting magic items. It's also a little crazy. But let's talk about my set. I am on the Tal Rasher's Lidless Eye, where I'm missing specifically the amulet. I'm going to elaborate on that in a second, but this is the Swirling Crystal. It has the Underground Castle quest done. It has +2 skills added, but it already gives Cold Mastery, Lightning Damage, Fire Mastery, all that kind of stuff. And then the set bonuses are at the bottom. I've got 3 different Ist runes on there for the extra 90% better chance of getting magic items. On the helmet, Tal Rasher's Heraldric Crest Death Mask. I've got 1 of each of the maximum resist runes equipped, which gives +5 to maximum resist, and it gives all resistances +15. Then I have the Mahimoku Curio Amulet, which gives +4 to all skills. Now, Skill Up is a Scrabble recipe that will give an amulet plus to all skills, and you can do it 4 times, I think. But the amulet normally gives the +10 to basically all of your stats, and then resistances +10. This is the Lacquered Plate, the Guardianship. It has 300% enhanced defense, plus 400 defense fat, so it has a nice big number. A bunch of resistances, but also I have a bunch of gems on it, which you can see increases my chance of getting magic items. We have the Rhyme Mark Elite Gauntlets, again with the extra maximum resist. However, this is a special elite unique gauntlets that gives me Battle Orders and Battle Cry, which is going to make me tankier and have more stats and stuff, which is kind of crazy in itself. This is the Ward of the Old Religion, which I have, again, socketed just a whole bunch of random magic find gear on here. It's got a nice All Resistances plus 67, but the one skill that we care about here is +1 to Fire Shield, and I'll show you what it all looks like in a minute, don't worry. And it has, again, lots of, like a million other ridiculous things. And then we have the Graves of the Old Religion. Even though they're Greaves, there's a lot of typos randomly in this game, which I appreciate. I don't think English is Volf's first language. So this gives plus 50% to fire skill damage, plus 10 to Blast Orb. Blast Orb is a skill that we're going to see in a little bit, but it is insane, basically. Then we have our belt, Talrash's Fine Spun Cloth. This is, again, is nothing that crazy. But the big insane thing is the 2 rings. So, tempered items is a thing that this game introduced, where if you put the word tempered into the cube in the letters, and then there's a whole bunch of recipes on things that you can add to increase what that thing does. And you have a maximum of 16 of them. This one in particular, I have Magic Find, I have Faster Cast Rate, I have Sorceress skill levels, I have all skills. All skills literally is the letters that you put in to do the plus to all skills. So it takes a lot of L's and it takes a couple of S's, which is a big resource drain. And this is similar, all skills, faster cast rate, better chance of getting magic items, which is crazy. Now, the reason why I've never been able to get Talrash's amulet is because, 1, it has a really low drop rate, and 2, it has, there is actually a recipe in the game to create set items. So if you know what the base set item is, for example, lacquered plate, you can put the lacquered plate into the cube and you put in set, and it will become Talrash's guardianship. However, there is 3 or 4 set item amulets, and S and E are the 2 most hotly contested letters to actually get, because they're used in the most recipes, like kind of just like the most common English language letters. And I re-rolled it like 400 times, and I was never able to get Talrash's amulet, and that's why to this day I don't have it. The set is incomplete. And you can literally see my letter bag here. I have 5 S's, 5 T's, 1 O, 18 E's, 3 A's, but like millions of the other letters. 73 J's. It's just like a letter that's just not used that much in Scrabble. But let's look at some of the charms that I have here. This one is possibly the most important one. This gives me +1 to Conviction. There's a special magic rarity charm that just had a chance to give +1 to any skill, and Conviction is kind of cracked because there's a lot of like immune to a type in this game. This is the Hellfire Torch, but obviously doesn't have the special visual. I have a couple of those. This is the Butterfly, where it gives +1 to all skills, +1 to sorcerer skill levels, and I have a chance to raise skeleton if I hit someone with something. I think that's not going to happen. Another Hellfire Torch. Then I have some Annihilusters. I actually just have a lot of Annihilusters. That's another Butterfly. Some more Annihilusters. Some more Annie. Come on. Nightblade's Large Charm, which gives me Holy Shield, which gives me a greater chance to block. Some more Annies. This is the Bastard Child of Andaria Monster Charm, where I have a 2% chance to reanimate anything that I kill as the Bastard Child of Andaria. This is a special Annie charm, which has the level 1 Mentor Aura. The Mentor Aura is an aura that lets you craft slightly different recipes. For example, I can turn any healing potion into a full rejuvenation potion if I put it into the cube. More Annies. What else have I got? Another Mentor Aura one. Chance to reanimate is Hell Lord. And then we have the quests. So, let's talk about the quests. Each act has a quest, and it drops an item like this. This is the Westmark quest pass 2. You have to get 5 parts, and they drop randomly throughout the entire act. This one is the Hell quest done Book of Hell. They're all like this. It gives you plus the skills. It gives you a bunch of stats. So you've got Hell quest, which is number 4. We've got Westmark, which is number 1. We've got Curas, which is number 3. We've got Philos, which I think is also number 3. Philos is a special region. So Curas is number 2, Philos is number 3, and then Mount Arayat, which is number 5. Now, this gives me magic find skills. This gives me a chance to cast a skill when I kill something. This gives me skills run walk. But then, if you put all of these 5 quest books into the queue, you get a potion that you throw and it summons the God of Fire. And then if you defeat the God of Fire, you get the Book of the Fire Guide, which gives you a level 5 mastery, 1% to fire skill damage per level, aura when equipped. Which gives you +5 to all skills, prevent monster heal, and then +10 to God of Fire. Now, let's go and have a look at how insane this character is, so you can get a vibe. I'm just going to walk out here, put all of my things on. So starting with Holy Shield, starting with Frost Armor, Energy Shield. I have a Valkyrie, just because I can. Battle Orders, Thunderstorm, God of Fire. Now let's just go and shoot fire robots and things, shall we? Because with my increased cast rate, this is what it looks like. And I got lots of those. And everything kind of melts. This is what finishing the game kind of looks like. Now, let me show you another different character, because I have a couple of these. Let's have a look at... so also the level cap is 205. Let's have a look at my second Barbarian. So this one was intentionally made for Magic Find. And you can see it's a little bit crazy. Now, between characters, I've duplicated some items so that I wouldn't have to go through and grind a lot of stuff. But all the quests have been completed by each character. It's just you'll notice some things like the Veil Kiss Elite Hydra Bow is the same across characters, same Pale Shot. Now the NS Avenger is a Assassin Claw item which has Magic Find on it. And in this game there is a recipe where you can reroll an item into anything, basically. And I rerolled the NS Avenger into a Shadow Plate here, because if you just kind of move over. Let me just get out of your way for a second. 375% better chance of getting magic items, plus 307% better chance of getting magic items based on character level. We're going to see this a lot in a second, but not only is it's a bunch of base magic find, but each of the gems equipped, the jewels, also have a whole bunch of magic find. Now, let's look at my character for a second. The NS Avenger Highlander Blade with a massive percentage chance of getting magic items. The NS Avenger Elite Assault Helmet with a massive chance of getting magic items. The NS Avenger Sacred Armor, but then I have Sword Drain and Van Braces. I was, just playing around. But the NS Avenger Elite Boneweave Boots and Hyperion, but I have the Immortal King's belt on. So you can see I was kind of building something here. But I have just like insane magic find, which is kind of the idea. And then the Amulet of the Old Religion, which gives you fast kick, which is literally just you to kick, but fast. Like, it's the same animation as when you like knock over a pot or something, but really fast and does a lot of damage. This is like kind of the same stuff with like a million Annies, the quest, different items and stuff like that. But what's cool, and I have the Conviction Charm on everyone, but what's cool about the Barbarian is this thing called V-Formation. And V-Formation is you throw your sword and it shoots out a wave. And I do a lot and I do it quickly. And, well, that's it. This was possibly my favorite game, and maybe by hours played, one of my favorite games of all time. And it was just this random side mod project created by Valve, and really veered off in a strange direction because he just really wanted to make, I don't know, like a Fallout type game where you had guns and vehicles and stuff like that. But 5F just built something, I don't know, amazing that I wanted to really enjoy and play, and I grind through and I put many, many hours into it, and I enjoyed it very much. And you guys, it's actually a testament to see, it was like some of the first video content that I uploaded of video gameplay on my original DJ Tomorrow channel back in the day, back when I was really trying to be a famous music person, instead of now a famous board games person. I think I've definitely accomplished at this point. And I don't know, I think it is cool to be able to go back and sometimes look at a lot of these things, a lot of these forgotten pieces of media, lost media we talk about a lot, and reminisce a little and look at all the things that I still remember hot today that I haven't touched it in years. It doesn't actually run very well on my computer. Just trying to get the footage for this video, it crashed 7 times, which is really hard. It took me about 15 minutes just to get a clip of a letter dropping after me defeating something because it crashed many times. In the Path of Exile 2 Let's Play that I'm currently walking through and recording, I actually made a joke about one of the things that happens a lot in the Scrabble mod is that monsters will randomly cast spells and stuff, especially when they die. And one of them is the Barbarian Leap, and because there's no animation for the monsters jumping, it crashes the game every time. Things that are fixed in the further versions and stuff like that, but I never got that far. And some of those cool little funny factoids I think I appreciate, and I like being able to, I don't know, come in and share that with you for a moment. This is a random classic game that I like, and I wanted to tell you about it. So here you go. Here's this random piece of cursed knowledge. You may now enjoy it, and I don't know, maybe you can come in and hang out and watch me play a modern video game or a board game. This is a board games channel after all, right?